How goddamn long Sam takes to notice this setup when he's tired is honestly relatable. Today I wanted to share with you guys, in no particular order, my 5 favorite episodes of the 15 seasons of Supernatural. No further rambling, let's just dive right in.
Dude. Who are you talking to? Him? Are you having a stroke? Do you smell toast?
Just My Imagination is one of those episodes that I could watch over and over again and probably never get sick of.
Me Mork from Ork here is your dumbass imaginary friend Sully.
Yeah. I'm not dumb or ass.
I'm gonna get my gun.
No, please.
The concept of imaginary friends as Xana, actual creatures to help kids, is awesome. And Sam's imaginary friend coming back to ask for help knowing he is a hunter is just great. Sully in general is great. This episode also introduces some pretty dark themes though, with the kid being able to see the massacre of her imaginary friend, and leverages an interesting point in what to do when they can't stay to clean up, but the blood is just going to be there. This is just straight up horrifying. It also offers a rare look into what life was like for Sam back when he was too young to hunt, but old enough that he could be left alone, and mirroring back to the present day where Sully helps him through his struggles on whether or not to face Lucifer in the cage. Of course, the implications that Sully follows his kids means he had to watch Sam through all of his life struggles, like, I left Sam. Ooh, what's he up to? Okay. Ooh, he went to college. Oh, well, back to hunting. Ah, well. Oh shit, he died. Oh wait, he's back! And drinking demon blood. Oh god. Oh, he let Lucifer. Oh no. Oh shit. This episode also, I think, is a pretty interesting look into Dean's mind as well. He is threatened by someone else whose job and goals are to protect Sam because Sam is his kid. The idea that someone else had Sammy's back as a kid puts him immediately on the defensive, and he covers hard with trying to be dismissive of Sully and with humor.
Wait! We can't just leave her here. It's disturbing for the kid.
All right, well, what do you want to do? Find a giant toilet and flush it? You're right. What would you like us to do?
Like with most things, he does eventually come around.
You know, you're not gonna ever get me to admit that you're not the weirdest thing out there, but, you're a good weird.
Baby was one of those episodes that if you described it to me, an entire episode shot from the car, I would have dismissed it out of hand, saying it was one of those experimental gimmicks that shows end up doing once they've been on for too long and run out of good ideas for normal episodes. I'd have been wrong. I love the view of how these guys basically live out of the car, how it really is their home whenever they're away from the bunker, and in fact has been a home for them their entire lives. Really, it's the only constant in their lives other than each other. This episode also runs the gamut. It gives us a look into what the brothers are like, sort of on their way to cases. I mean, driving across the country takes for fucking ever. I drove for 8 hours the other day and I didn't even leave New York. It touches on some sort of more serious points, and it hits some good notes of humor. The entire sequence where Dean and Cass talk on the phone is honestly one of my favorite scenes between them, and Cass isn't even physically there. It just flows so well.
Dean, are you alright? I hear gunshots. Dean! Dean? Dean!
Turns out I did shoot the deputy.
And the final fight between them all is so on point. Being so close to everything makes it feel so real and high stakes, and then Dean just turning it off and driving her back to her family. The entire episode just delivers so well. Last holiday was a little out of left field for me. It was just nice to see everyone so happy. It was cool to see Jack get to be a bit of a kid. He gets so little time in his brief life before being God to just be like a person. And with his soul recently restored, he's pretty down to begin with. I loved his interactions with Mrs. Butters.
Well, She sounds lovely.
She was. But, I killed her.
I loved seeing Sam and Dean just knocking down bad guy after bad guy. The entire episode was just so feel good. Even when it went downhill, it really landed it.
Oh, well, eat up, dear. You'll need your strength so we can go kill Jack.
Excuse me?
I've got him downstairs, trapped.
Oh.
You and Sam don't need to be afraid anymore. I will not let what happened to the others happen to you.
Damn it.
I'm back in the bunker, and you're gonna listen. Mrs. Butters.
Went psycho, we know.
Why didn't you call me?
Well, I mean, figured you were practicing your sign language.
And that's more important than coming to save you? Dean?
It's been a while for you, man, you know?
Hey, come on, all right, whatever. Just, how do we stop her?
I don't know, try shooting her.
Right. Of course.
Okay, wait, you're sure this is gonna work?
Let's say yes.
I think if we could have just skipped Sam getting tortured, this would have been literally a perfect episode. Death's Door fucked me up in every way possible. My husband had seen it exactly once and refuses to see it again, but I can't ignore it. I don't think there is a single other episode that holds a candle to the raw emotions these actors bring to these characters. Such a contrast from the carefree and sort of jokey episode before.
Bobby? Hey. Hold on.
Sam, is he dead?
I'm checking.
Is he dead?
Just drive, Dean! Bobby!
Gotta talk to me, Sam!
All right, he's breathing. There's a pulse.
Keep him upright! Stop the bleeding!
I'm not an idiot, Dean. I know first aid for a freaking bullet to the
I need the
head.
nearest trauma center.
Hold on.
What's the address? All right, Bobby, hang in there.
The hospital scene kills me. I did my clinicals in an ER for a level 1 trauma center, and this scene sends chills up my spine. How the brothers unravel is so heartbreaking. Dean's desperation, anger, and denial, his bold confrontation of Dick Roman, and then by comparison, Sam's sort of small and quiet acceptance, him desperately sort of trying to reach out for support from Dean, who is entirely unable to give it, when he presses his scar to see if it's real, Bobby rallying one last time to break through and help them.
Idiots. Bobby?
I cried so hard when it happened, and I have not cried less hard any single time I've watched it since then.
They always talk too much.
So, I never watched those next week on Supernatural previews. I tried to keep myself away from any spoilers about returning characters or anything. I didn't even know it was the 300th episode. So, it started out with all this nonsense, and I was just having a blast.
A serial killer clown. I mean, this is like the best, worst thing that's ever happened to you. You know, because you love serial killers, but you hate clowns.
Yeah, I get it, Dean.
And then a pearl that may get Michael out of his mind. I figured that wouldn't work, but John showing up was nowhere near being on my radar. I am not ashamed to admit I cry 3 times in this episode every time I watch it. When Mary walks in and they see each other.
About Mom.
Sam? Dean?
Mary.
Then the big one is this scene.
I screwed up with you a lot, didn't I?
No, that's okay.
No, it's not. Sammy, tell me the truth.
I don't want to talk about that.
You didn't have a problem talking about it before you left.
Dad, for me, that fight, that was a lifetime ago. I don't even remember what I said. I mean, yeah. You know what? You did some messed up things. But I mean, when I think about you, and I think about you a lot, I don't think about our fights. I think about you. I think about you on the floor of that hospital. And I think about how I never got to say goodbye. Sam. Son. I am so sorry. I'm sorry too.
And then again, of course, when they sent him back, this entire episode was frankly a masterpiece. And then before we wrap it up, I wanted to give you the 10 episodes that almost make the cut for my faves.
Listen, man, this is serious.
Sam, you okay?
And look at you, huh?
No.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Is this a fight? Are we in a fight?
This is their handshake.
I don't like it.
No one likes it. They're desperate. Maybe they wrongly assumed Dean would be brave enough to withstand them.
You know what? Blow me, Cass. Look,
Nope, Dean.
feel a little left out over there. Look. I said to come along.
These are my friends. My friends who don't listen very well.
Hey, listen to me. There's some salt in my duffel. Make a circle and get inside.
Inside your duffel bag?
In the salt! You idiot!
Who's ever had candy before? I like it. I like nougat.
Oh my god. These guys are psychopaths.
Jack. Jack, I wouldn't do that.
No. Dean, it's me. It's me.
He's making me coffee.
So, new development. I have a Ko-fi account. The concept of coffee, to be determined, is to support a content creator by donating the average cost of a cup of coffee, $3, to help towards their costs and goals. My current goal is to get a Yeti microphone and an actual pop filter, because right now I'm using a cheap secondhand pair of headphones with an attached microphone and a pop filter I made out of a pipe cleaner and a stocking. So imagine what we could sound like with even a little improvement. But anyways, as always, thank you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.